Hey everyone, Beverly here, and welcome to my live stream today. Today's Thursday, noon Pacific Standard Time. Okay. Um, Welcome everyone. So, once again, my name is Beverly. I'm a psychic healer, and basically what that means is I have the ability to tune into your energy. I have the ability to tune into your energy, read your energy. I can scan it. I can see where you're blocked. I can see where the energy isn't flowing. Um, and from that place, I get insights, I get downloads, I get information about you and where you are in your current life as it relates to your past and your present. And I also do energy work. I'm also a healer. So what that means is that once I can see your energy, what I do is I go inside and I can pull away some of these blocks so that your energy can flow, so that things that you want to manifest in your life, whether that's love, whether that's joy, peace, abundance, whatever it is, you can have it more easily and effortlessly. So that's what I do. Hey, Priya, Priya, welcome. Okay. For those of you who are new here, welcome. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off. Priya, I think that was the first one. Priya. Cool. Welcome. Priya. Oh, cool. Priya. Awesome. Um, Welcome everyone. So basically, if you're new here, what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna tune in. We're gonna do a meditation. I'm gonna walk you through a meditation, and from that place, I'm going to do a group reading for everyone here, and then if we have time, I'm gonna open it up to um, one-on-one readings. So if you have a question or anything like that, go ahead and leave it in the chat box, and later later I'll be able to get to it. Cool. Hello, Brittany. Welcome. Welcome everyone. So let's go ahead and start with a meditation. I'll walk us through this together. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Mm, Welcome, Johnson. Okay, so let's meditation together. If you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Take a deep breath in and out. I want you to notice the energy around your heart. Notice what it feels like. Notice any sensations. Now I want you to imagine Mother Earth's energy coming up to the base of your feet. Imagine this energy like a ball of light. Now imagine this energy flowing up through your legs, your hips, up through your spine, balancing and opening up your chakras. Imagine this energy flowing up to your throat, clearing away anything that's blocking you from truly expressing yourself. Allow this energy to flow up, relaxing your tongue, relaxing your jaw. And imagine this energy flowing up and out to the top of your crown. Imagine yourself going into this energy like a ball of light. This energy lifts you up above your home, above the trees, above the stars, above the galaxy, up and up and up through many layers of lights, through a golden light, through a jelly like substance, through a pink light. Just keep imagining this energy flowing up. Imagine that there's a window, flow through the window, and you are now in a tingly white light. Keep flowing up higher and deeper into this tingly white light. Higher and deeper into this tingly white light. Imagine yourself dissolving like sugar in water. At this time, This energy that's around you, it is unconditional love. It is pure love. It is divine love. And imagine yourself just embracing and allowing yourself to melt into this energy. And this energy is very safe and protective and is with you at all times. At this time, I'm going to tune in to the energy of the collective here. And this message is for anyone who is here currently on this live chat and for anyone who is replaying this video at a later time. Okay? Give me a moment. I'm going to tune in to the offer a reading. Hmm. So the message here today is it's kind of interesting. This isn't something that comes up often. Usually it's about like something about letting go, self-love, something like that. The message I hear that I'm receiving for everyone here, it's welcoming back home. Welcoming yourself back home is what I'm hearing. And there's so many different ways that I can interpret this message. Welcoming back home. So many times we build our home into things that are external, things that are outside of us. Maybe it's our marriage, or maybe it's our things that we possess, right? Um, Things that we find, material goods, relationships, things that are outside of us that we build our home around. Sometimes that can even mean um, our kids, building our home with our kids. And what I'm sensing with this message is that I feel like I'm being guided to share with you all to remind yourself where home truly is. Because all these things external to us can change. It can, you can break up with someone, something, maybe you built a home within your work and maybe your work changes. Things like outside of us sometimes is not within our control and it can change. And from that place we can find ourselves losing our sense of self or sense of home in these things. So today's message is about finding home within yourself, reminding yourself where home is so that anywhere that you go in life, and no matter what happens in life and the people, you'll still feel like you're at home. You'll still be in your true essence of home. And maybe that home is a place that you go to within your heart, within your soul, and you sit there and you find that place of home there. Maybe it's through praying, maybe it's through having a connection with God or the universe or whatever you want to call it. Maybe that's your place of home. Um, but yeah, I'm hearing today's message is about welcoming yourself back home. And the fact that you are here with me and everyone here right now, the fact that you're here and you're doing this meditation, this in itself is a practice to find yourself coming back home, back to your true center of place. So that's today's message, welcoming yourself back home. Does anyone here? I know for me personally, um, I feel like I kind of lived a very nomadic life in the last, I don't know, like 10 years of my life. And for the longest time, I was always craving a sense of home. And everywhere I would move and everywhere I would go, I could never find this place of home. I would crave it, I would want it, and sometimes I would build this sense of home with someone else. And whenever that relationship didn't work out, I felt like that sense of home was like taken away again. And maybe not until this past year um, did I start learning how to cultivate a sense of home, a sense of belonging within myself. Because most of my life, I had a sense of home maybe when I was a child, and then when I was an adult, I lost this sense of home. And every time like things would happen in my life, if I went through a breakup or some unfortunate events, it would rock me. I would I w I could easily be shattered inside. It would rock me to my core. I had many breakdowns basically, and, now I'm learning that it's because I put my sense of home in these external things, and these external things are constantly changing. We can't control the things that are outside of us at all. You know, maybe one person loves you one day and the next day they don't, and we can't control that. And, I'm now learning to cultivate this place of home within myself. And when you find that home within yourself, things that happen outside of you, it can change, but it doesn't have to rock you, you know? You can still feel grounded. You can still feel like you know who you are. You know, that's why so many times people get into relationships and they say that they've lost themselves in the relationship, or they move somewhere, or they have a career and they lose themselves in that. That's them losing their sense of home, their home base. So I encourage everyone here to kind of ponder on this idea and this thought of like cultivating a sense of home within yourself. All right. That's today's message, and thanks for letting me share that. Okay. So I'm going to open up the space now for any questions. If you have any questions about spirituality, your spiritual journey. If you have any questions about, if you would like me to do a reading, you can leave the question in the chat box. And a healing, if you're interested in a healing, I can also do that as well. But we're gonna spend the next like 20 minutes or so just chatting, hanging out, and doing some readings and healings. All right, so let me go ahead and scan the group here and see what Priya, thanks. Priya says, your explanation, I can relate to it. Awesome. Yeah. Um, yeah, sense of home. I don't know. Once you feel like you're at home again, once you feel like you have a sense of belonging to a home, like that to me is my place of love. Like that's my grounding place. That is my place of like coming back to me again. And from that place I noticed that like things come and go and it's okay because I still have like me, you know, I still have my soul, my place of home. Um no, so this healing is not a collective. I mean, sorry, the healing can be collective, but the healing is also like if you have something going on right now, maybe some negative energy is following you or whatever it is, just let me know in the chat box so I can help you clear that. Okay. Let me see here. Hey Oz, it's been a while since I've seen you as well. I've been here on YouTube lately, so you can find me here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, noon Pacific Standard Time. And also, for those of you who are interested, I am having a holiday special right now. Um, if you would like a one on one session with me. Okay. Oz is asking what my spirit guide's saying about my plan to move into another country in January. Okay, from Kazakhstan to Georgia. Wow, that would be that's a big change. Let me go ahead and tune into your energy and let's see what we get for you, Oz. Oz, what I'm hearing for you is um Oz, what I'm hearing from you is to I hear the words like getting things in line. Um there's kind of this urge for you not to do this impulsively is kind of what I'm sensing. I am hearing for you to get things in line if this is truly what you want to get things in line and not to do things impulsively. That's kind of what I'm hearing at this time. Um Let me see if they're saying anything about your plan to move into another country. Um, Depending on where you are in this planning, getting things in order, I'm sort of also sensing that it could be delayed, maybe pushed back to like March or April, possibly. Just kind of keep that in mind. But I hear this like urgent message to tell you to get things in order and not to do it impulsively. So that's your message for today. If it resonates with you, cool. If it doesn't, that's okay too. All right, let's see here. Uh, Priya is asking Bev, do you see me getting the job offer from MS? Let me tune into your energy and let's see what we get. This is also based on your current energy and the flow of your energy and the likelihood of you getting it. Um, Priya, I'm getting more of a no. I asked several times and I asked in different ways, but getting kind of a no for that. But I did ask if there was another opportunity for you. I do sense and hear that there could be another opportunity for you 3 weeks after you get your results, you get your notice. But it feels like it's leaning more towards a no. Let's see here. Is anyone interested in an energy healing? Hmm. Hey, Alma, welcome. Um, Deepaka, you're saying, I feel ignored many spiritual world messages, and due to that ignorance, um, I made a mistake, and it's hard for me to forgive myself. Any advice? Self forgiveness it can be if you're not used to forgiving yourself, it can be kind of a challenge. But once you get into the flow on what it feels like when you forgive yourself, it happens a lot easier. So advice on forgiving yourself is a lot about acceptance, accepting the things that you can't change, accepting what has happened already, learning to accept it. And from that place of acceptance, you can learn how to forgive yourself. From that place of acceptance, forgiveness is kind of like born, it is birthed. Um, when you can't accept what has happened, or you're trying to change the past, or you're trying to make it right, or you're trying to do something about that situation, or justify it, or overthink it, some part of you have not fully accepted it. You have to learn to accept what has happened first. Once you can accept what has happened first, forgiveness is then born out of that. And once forgiveness is born out of that, you basically come to a place of surrendering and letting go and being okay, finding a place within yourself that you are okay and at peace with what has happened. But you can't get there, you can't get to forgiveness unless you accept what has happened. It doesn't mean that it was okay. What happened was okay. It doesn't mean that whatever happened was okay, but accepting that it happened. It already happened. And it feels a lot like surrendering and and coming to a place of peace with that. Peace is actually born out of acceptance as well. See, so Deepaka, you're saying I forgive, but this is a big blunder of not understanding a narcissist. The fact that you feel this urge to like understand a narcissist, or this some sort of understanding, the need to understand, is not truly forgiving. You have not truly forgiven if you are still in this circle, if you are still overthinking it, if you feel like you don't understand God's signs, if you feel like um, you're rejecting what has happened, then that basically means you have not fully forgiven. So you say you forgive, but it doesn't feel or sound like you've forgiven. You have to accept what has happened first. Thank you for your question. That's a great question, though. Dr. Pot Pachi. Dr. Pachi. Dr. Pachi asks, may I get guidance from universe? Anything? Okay, anything that comes. All right, cool. Let me tune into your energy and see what we get here. You are very welcome, Deepaka. And I have a lot of compassion for what you're going through right now. It feels very heavy, and it's not easy. Um, and you're gonna probably have to work on it. Uh, kind of have to work at it. You know, you have to shift yourself from like wanting to understand or wanting to be understood. Shift yourself from that place to a place of how can I learn to accept this more? How can I let go of this? How can I surrender this? How can I um move forward? Not living in the past of overthinking it or justifying it. Shift your energy, move yourself to a place of more of surrender, letting go. And I think you'll notice the shift within yourself a lot more quickly than trying to have someone understand you. Okay, so Dr. Pachi, may I get guidance from the universe? Okay, cool. So let me tune into your energy and see what we are getting here. Um, Dr. Pachi, is there a particular area that you would like a reading on? Because the only thing that's kind of coming up is something about relationships. Do you need any guidance around your relationships? Dr. Pachi, is it something about mostly career? Okay, that's good. Let me go ahead and tune into that and see what we get for your career. Dr. Pachi, so I'm tuning into your energy, and it's kind of hard for me to actually read your energy for some reason. Um, do you are you someone that kind of like you're reserved? Do you feel like you kind of block people from like reading you? It's your energy is very interesting. It's like I'm trying to tune into it, and it's like it's kind of hard for me to connect actually with your energy for some reason. So, could I download for you? And so when I say the word download, basically what that means is like kind of reprogramming your energy essentially. Could I could I download for you um that it is safe for you to receive a reading at this time and that I can easily connect with your energy? Could I download that for you? Let me tune in again and see what we're getting. Okay. Um so what I am hearing is that currently I'm not getting a lot of messages for you, Dr. Pachi. I'm not getting a lot of messages for you. But what I am hearing is something about you being lost at this time. I think you're going through kind of like a career shift where there's some part of you that is kind of unclear if you're in the right field or not. I think there's a part of you that also has a yearning for something more, something maybe more impactful. Um, so you feel kind of lost right now in that space. That's kind of what I'm picking up for you. Yeah, so that resonates. Great. Um, yeah, there's a part of you, and it feels more like your soul. Your soul is sort of ready to do something more impactful, something that's more meaningful and fulfilling for you in your life, and not so much of just like making an income. So right now you're kind of in this lost space around your career, what it is that you want to do. Um, the guidance that I am hearing, the guidance that I am hearing for you, um, So, a couple things. I can't choose for you which of the two options, but what I am hearing is that the guidance is saying to choose, possibly consider the option that feels, um, instead of looking at the options based on, like, let's say, income or salary, perhaps look into the options based on the impact or fulfillment that you'll get from the two options. And from that place, you can make a decision that best serves you for your highest good. But the guidance is saying look into the option that would feel more fulfilling and impactful for you as opposed to like salary. Um, that's the guidance for you at this time. And that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. So hopefully that, that resonates great. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay too. Thank you, Dr. Pachi. Yeah. Um, Maggie Lee is saying, please my health. I have sporadic numbness in my body, vertigo, pain in the neck and shoulders. I can't figure out what it is. Some people told me it's astral. Okay. So, I can't diagnose you or anything like that, but what I can do is tune into your energy and see where like emotional, maybe perhaps this could be connected to some emotional trauma that you've had in the past. Maybe this is connected to some kind of like energy blocked within your system. And so I can scan your energy and see what I get from that. Yes, trauma. Yeah. So let me tune in and see what I get for you, Maggie. Were you in some kind of accident? I'm also hearing the word forgiveness too for you, Maggie. I'm sensing that like there's a lot of resentment that's kind of built up around what you're going through right now. And the resentment that you're holding within you is kind of poisoning your energy field even more. It's like keeping you blocked, the resentment. So something about your trauma, something that you've gone through, it feels like I don't know, was it some sort of like accidents? There's definitely something traumatic around this situation. I'm also kind of picking up parental things, things from your childhood, maybe around the age of like 4 or 5. Maybe something traumatic happened to you around that time as well. And that is sort of manifesting into like, it's like compounding and it's manifesting into other types of physical things that you're kind of going through. Um, my dad died a week ago and I kind of never had a chance to say goodbye. Oh, I'm sorry that your father passed away a week ago. If it's okay with you, I would like to offer you some energy healing at this time. And for anyone who's here, if you would like to receive some energy healing, I could download for anyone here the energy of unconditional love and that you can receive any healings easily and effortlessly. And if that's something that you would like, just go ahead and say yes. Could I also, Maggie, for you, could I also release the energy anywhere that you're holding on to shock and trauma? Um, if you're holding on to the shock and trauma of your father's passing, the shock and trauma of something that happened around the age of 4, releasing that as well. Yeah, when I tune into your energy, Maggie, there I do pick up like there's a sense of like bitterness even. Bitterness and resentment towards like I feel like it's towards your parents. Um this bitterness and resentment, I feel like it's connected to some of your health, some of the health things that health challenges that you're going through. It doesn't feel related to your father's passing. It feels more related to something from childhood and something from like a couple of years ago. I don't know if you went through like a heartbreak a couple years ago or what specifically happened a couple years ago, but maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago or something like that. Something traumatic happened to you around that time as well. Um, yes, I try to forgive, but I keep remembering. Yeah, and so if you keep remembering something, um, oh, you gave birth a couple years ago. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. So what I feel like is your health challenges is also related to maybe that birth. You almost died. Ah. Mm. Okay. Yes. Okay. That all makes sense. Um. Yeah, that was a very traumatic birth, and that feels connected to your some of your health challenges at this time. I also I'm also picking up that um something from childhood, something major from childhood. I don't know, something around like 4 or 5 years old. And that's creating kind of this bitterness within you. So just kind of pointing out where this energy rooted could like where the root could and it's manifesting into some of these like health challenges. Hmm. Yeah, and the fact that you can keep remembering, like you still remember it, um, that to me feels like it hasn't been fully healed. If you're constantly being triggered by this memory, it's not fully healed. So that's something that you may want to consider processing. Um, and then you said my parents left me with my grandma. Okay, at that age, yeah. So maybe some part of you felt abandoned, or you know something about love, perhaps, and yeah, abandonment issues. Yeah. So I just feel like there's like this like bitterness inside of you that also needs to be cleared. So yeah. So I just wanted to point out some of those things on how it could be related to your health. Um, Sometimes health related issues can be surrounded around worthiness. Um, Sometimes even emotional trauma can also be connected to health related issues. And I truly believe that everything is connected in our systems, like our health, our mind, our body, our emotions. It's all intertwined and it's all connected. Um, so yeah, I wanted to point these things out to you, and if you were interested in booking a one-on-one session with me, you're more than welcome to do so. Um, there's many different things that you can go about clearing and healing some of these things. For example, energy work, healing, energy healing could be effective for you. Um, Talking about it, processing it out, maybe through journaling. Um, these different things that you can do to kind of fully process and grieve and let go of the past can help you move forward, can help cleanse your energy so that I feel like your energy can flow. And yeah, um, I um, I have a lot of compassion for what you're going through. It does also feel very heavy. Um, a lot of resentment and like things from childhood, things related to your parents that needs to be addressed and healed. That's just kind of what I'm picking up. Um, yeah. All right. I think that's all I'm gonna do for today, as far as readings go and healings. Um, Maggie, check out my website, beverlyandbeyond.com, if this is something that you would like to work on further. Um, but in the meanwhile, what I can do right now is let me see what I can offer. Can I download for you and anyone here that's interested? And you don't have to say yes in the chat box, but you can say yes to yourself. You can just go ahead. If I can download for you that you know what a mother's nurture feels like. A mother's nurturing feels like. And if you would like to accept that, just go ahead and say yes. And can I also download for you that you know what a father's love and nurture feels like? Can I download that for you and anyone else here as well? And if it's okay with you, Maggie, I would like to continue to release any shock and trauma that you experienced when you were having the birth, when you were going through your, yeah, when you were pregnant, um, and around 4 or 5 years old, releasing the shock and trauma of being left with your grandma. And if that's okay with you, just go ahead and say yes. Okay, that feels a little bit lighter. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. I'm going to get going now. If you're interested in a reading or a healing, you're more than welcome to book a session with me at beverlyandbeyond.com. Right now, I do have a holiday special um, for psychic reading if that's something that you're interested in. And yeah, and I really just want to say that I appreciate everyone for being here. It's it's such a beautiful space to share this with all of you and for you all to also be very vulnerable and to share your experience with everyone here. I appreciate it all. And yeah, have a wonderful day. I'll be here again Tuesday and Thursday at noon Pacific Standard Time. Thank you all very much. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.